second game. Tell me about this matchup coming into it.
You go first.
Okay. Against XDG, we didn't want to underestimate their new roster swap again, and thankfully we didn't, and the results showed that. And Sheep is a really good support player, and I'm happy that XDG picked him up.
Yeah, so talk to me about the duo lane, because you've got a Sheep on one side, Moo on the other. It's a bit of a farm lane. How'd it go for you guys?
Oh my god. Okay.
I have to deal with this
Please.
every day.
I feel for you, dude. The pity. Yeah, like, I never really underestimated Zuna. I think honestly, he's pretty decent in lane. He just, like, mispositions a lot later on in the game, but he's always been pretty decent in lane. I had my share of trouble with him before, so... And they ran Caitlyn Morgana against Leona, which is the most annoying lane that I could possibly think of. I have very little experience against that lane, to be honest. We do. And like, it's just super frustrating to play against Morg binding. You have to dodge that, and then you have to dodge Caitlyn Q. And one time, if a Morg ever hits the bind, Caitlyn trap can go off as well. So you just have to flash at that point. It's just really hard to deal with. Link actually was our saving grace. We were losing in lane. We were slowly getting whittled down. And then Link came, roamed down, got me a kill. And that just turned the lane around, and we were able to farm.
Let's also talk about the rest of Champion Select. They have Evelynn on their team. That's good map control. They also have a teleport on their team. What were you guys thinking in the early game there?
Honestly, because of Evelynn is why the lane went so hard. I was pretty much too scared to walk up, because if I get binded and Evelynn's there, I'm dead for sure. But our whole team was pretty much scared, and Dexter did a really good job controlling Evelynn and always like pushing up middle and going to get ward control. And we always knew what area of the map she was in, because Dexter did a really good job.
Well, that's really impressive. So you actually managed to keep her down. So talk to me then, as you transition into the team fights, kind of what were your roles there? Because, of course, you have a heavy initiator like Leona. You've got a late-game carry like Jinx. But you guys closed it out early. So what'd you guys do?
Well, our team comp is a 5v5 comp, as you can see. Like, we have a lot of hard CC with Jinx traps chained out of Leona stun or Elise stun, or like just our massive amounts of slows. We have like a lot of AoE damage with Leona ulti, Jinx ulti, and then Ziggs ulti. And as you saw in teamfights, if they ever clumped up in any way, we would just throw out all of our ultis and they would just instantly die. So it was kind of foolish of them to try to teamfight us at Dragon. They went into it thinking like, oh, Muno's going to TP in, it'll be 5v4, and we just beat them straight up 4v5, and that just snowballed the game. Because when you have a team comp with Eve on it, I think if you fall behind, there's almost no way you can come back.
Let's bring up that Dragon fight then on the screen here for you guys, because this seemed like just a really good call. You guys have improved immensely in your communication, and it seems like you jumped on an opportunity.
Right here in the end said that Muno's going to TP, and Link and I discussed that we can fight this because Ziggs has a lot of damage. He's super fed. So we're like, okay, Ziggs throws ulti to poke him down. She mispositions, and we pick him off first. And then at that point, we know we can win the fight. And Doublelift has a really good ulti, so I followed up on Smithy and didn't get him out of the Dragon, so he couldn't finish it off. Dexter has a great smite and steals it, and then we just clean up afterwards on Muno.
That's actually the second Dragon fight. But regardless, well played by you guys.
Yep. That was pretty free.
I noticed this a couple of times too. Link keeps satchel charging whoever the target for Dexter's Cocoon is out of the way there.
Yep, that happens a lot.
Was that any conflict there between the Dexter and Link?
No, not
that
really.
was the next level synergy.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's like you got the support mid lane synergy, the mid lane jungle, not at all.
Yep.
That's more important,
Yeah.
support in mid lane.
It's okay. On it. Jungle AD carry synergy, you guys okay there?
Yeah, me and Dexter actually, we coordinate really well on plays. I like that.
And Nian's on his own.
Nian's on his own. He's
the top laner. No big deal. So speaking of top laners, actually, we have another replay for you guys. 19 minutes in. You guys look for Benny in the top lane, and then a whole bunch of stuff happens afterwards if you want to walk us through this one.
Yeah, so I think we're contesting their blue right here. This is our plan. Like, we know that we're stronger than them as a 5v5 comp, and we're also grouped. So we just get a random pick on ManCloud. He's just completely out of position. We don't really know what he's doing. Right here, Afro says, if we kill Smithy, can we do Baron? So our plan is kill Smithy, then do Baron. And then at the same time, Dexter says, let's just start it right now. Which is kind of like, you know, where's that metaphor with the eggs in your basket or whatever? Anyways, like, we didn't actually kill Smithy fast enough. Yeah, exactly. It was a really kind of greedy call to kind of walk towards Baron. We should have just finished off Smithy right away. And as you can see, the whole time me and Afro like fighting the Mundo, and I'm like, oh wait, he's still alive? Like, I just kill him right here. So in the end, it ends up working out, but it could have gone a lot better.
I thought that was next level, but you were like, I'm going to save the speed boost from this kill. I'm going to leave him there for the last second.
Yeah, totally planned. I play on locked camera during team fights, so like randomly there's just an Eve with 1 HP coming down on my screen. I'm like, whoa, that's cool. And then I think Link yelled at me because I stole his kill.
You really play locked camera during fights?
Yeah, I do.
This is so tell me about this. Like, what are you doing? What are your special tricks then to play AD carry? Because you're known for your mechanics.
What? There's no
there
tricks.
any, like,
I hold down spacebar during team fights, so I can just focus on what's in front of me, I guess. And I don't know. I find it easier to dodge skill shots when I have my camera locked. So it's not really a secret. It's just how I play.
That's the added job of being support for Doublelift. You have to do
You have to call things outside
to
the
make
screen.
sure he's okay.
I think what he was
you
getting
guys.
at was how do you avoid tunnel visioning when you're
I don't.
locked?
Oh, he
Oh,
doesn't
you
have
just
I
go
don't.
with the tunnel vision.
Yeah, exactly. You have to become one with the tunnel vision.
When's the last time you attack moved a ward in the middle of a fight?
A lot. Probably yesterday, honestly. Probably this game at some point. I just do it a lot.
Oh, man. All right, that's
I'm
rough.
sad.
But so you've got 4 more games next week for opportunities to attack wards and fights. How you guys feeling about going into next week? You start with Dignitas in the first game.
Next week, actually, you take this. Sorry.
Wow.
Steal your spotlight, Afro.
Wow.
wanna
This is
steal
the
it from
other
you.
part about
This is
supporting
the
for
synergy.
Double Lift.
Yeah, if he
Support
doesn't want to
answers
answer it,
questions.
he's like, do it for me. Next week is Super Week, and we have 4 games. First game is against Dignitas, and the Dignitas game today was pretty 50 minutes, I think it was. Longer than that. And
Yeah, I called it 70, but it was actually 46. Little exaggeration there.
But we're going to prepare just as well as we did for this week and the week before, and we're on a 5-game winning streak, I think.
4.
4. Just broke the record.
Best ever
Best
in
ever
LCS,
CLG record.
CLG
Damn.
history.
So you guys feeling good? You
But
guys
yeah,
ready?
we're feeling really good, and hopefully we can go undefeated just like we did this weekend.
And of course, you guys are actually getting closer and closer to a first place spot. I believe you're within 3 or 4 games of first place now. Do you guys think you can reach that by the end of the season, before playoffs?
If Bjergsen doesn't come back for TSM, I think that they might drop a few games just because they haven't played with Reggie that long. And you saw in the game today that it didn't really work out, Lulu versus LeBlanc middle. So, but if he does come back, then it'll be probably second place that we can definitely have in reach. But yeah.
Yeah, today was like a great game to illustrate like what TSM's weaknesses are. Dyer's against Balls. I mean, Balls is a better laner, and then their bottom lane is they're one of the best bottom lanes in LCS outside of lane, but I think in lane they're just kind of average, and they actually ended up getting beaten like by 40 CS actually by Sneaky and Lemon. So without Bjergsen to kind of carry the game flow and like be ahead in CS and be able to make plays on other lanes, it seems like TSM isn't as strong as obviously they're not their main roster.
Sure. Okay, well, guys, thank you very much for your time. Congratulations on your win. We'll see if you can make it 8 by this time next week. Guys, we got more stuff going on. Let's send it back over to Riv and Jack for the play-by-play.